There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.
Yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and in this video, we're answering the question, should money change you? And does money change people? Okay, so I was thinking about this. This conversation kept coming up all week about people going from having money, from having no money to having a lot of money, or from having a lot of money to having no money. Like, that can go either way. Should it actually change you? Or does it, because people always say having money, like going from no money to having a lot of money, really just exaggerates the person that you are. And for the longest time, this was something that I kept hearing. And so because it's what everybody says, I kind of felt this, that was the only conclusion that I had, that, I guess money only exaggerates the person that you really are. But the more I guess I thought about it, and then I analyzed my own personal situation, I realized that money does change you. I mean, if I can, not saying that it always changes somebody. Not everybody may not change because they have money. But I believe that I have enough proof and enough understanding of things to see that money absolutely can and often does change people. And it's not always that it's changing people for the better. It also changes people for the worse. It can change you in multiple ways. Let me give you an example. First, we weren't even referring to, even just the term, does money change you? Or the terms, if money is changing somebody. It's not necessarily that money has to be like having no money and going to having a lot of money. It could be having a lot of money and going to no money. That change of that kind of value can change you as well. And not all of it is bad or good. It can be still either way. Money can change you for the better if you go from no money to a lot of money. It can change you for the worse if you go from no money to a lot of money, and vice versa. If you have a lot of money and go to no money, it can change you for the better, and it could also change you for the worse. Or you can stay the exact same, But the reason that I know that money changes people, and often does change people, is because I know that everything in life has the potential to change us. We're changing constantly. The things that we like, the things that we like to do, the places we like to go, experiences change us, circumstances change us, educational levels change us, the amount of money you have can change you, because you can experience different things that you couldn't experience until maybe you had a certain amount of money, or maybe you don't have a certain amount of money, right? So absolutely it can change you. Absolutely. I mean, it does change you. Like, when people think about me and they know what I came from, they think that money, that money might have changed me, and which it might have, but there were so many things that happened along the way that I experienced through life, just growing as a human. So it may not all just be the money. It might have been the violent experiences that I've had. It could have been my education level, also my income level, just certain things. I remember not feeling like I had much to, I won't say live for, but I didn't have a lot of things that I felt like I could lose, So I was willing to take more risk because I had less to lose, right? Now I have way more to lose, so I'm not trying to take the same kind of risk that I might have taken had I didn't feel like I was going to lose much, you know? I didn't own anything, so what are they going to take from me, you know? And so, or, you know, like besides my time, which was mainly all I had, or at least felt like I had, my time in my life, was mainly all I really felt like I had of any kind of material value. And now I have way more, and I have a brighter future, and I have all of these other things. And yes, I have money, but it's kind of like a combination of it all. But I definitely know that money plays a part. That's also why we kind of judge people. Like, it's always somebody saying, say like if there's somebody who come from a bad background and they getting money now and they becoming millionaires, or they're making a crazy amount of money, and then they do something stupid. It's like we want them to automatically know how to be a certain kind of person now that they have money. Like, why they still doing this? Like, this don't make any sense. They already rich. Why don't they do something else? We want them to automatically hit that switch when they become wealthy. And it's, of course, not as easy as that. But over time, people typically change along with the fact that they just have more life experiences and experiences with money. And not all the time, like I said, it doesn't always change people for the better. It can change people for the worse, where somebody may be like a complete square, and then they get a bunch of money, and now they can pay people to do things, or they can pay to put people in bad positions, and they love that kind of, like, you know, they gravitate more towards that kind of side of things. But absolutely, I think money does change you. And if you are fortunate enough to go from having no money to a lot of money, then like maybe you stay the same. Maybe you're just an amazing person and you were always just the same person. It's possible that could be that, and that money just allows you to just be more generous or more caring to your family or whatever. That's entirely possible. But most of us are, that's not the situation. But as we get money, we become also smarter with money because we just have more experiences and more things like that. And, you know, some people may consider you like a turncoat, you know, because you're not the same person you was in the hood, you know, and you're more cautious with how you give people money and things like that. When they feel like, oh, I'm needy, why won't you give me the money now? When you was in the hood, you would have gave me the money. But maybe you're deciding to be more cautious, to be more protective of your situation because you understand money in a different way. But other people, it's all perspective, you know? It's all perspective. But I definitely think that. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Should money change you? Does money change people? Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And
I was always focused on the money. I started with nothing. I was born to be an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor. Had my own trucking authority. Multiple college degrees. Ex-military. I'm an author. Motivational speaker. Not to mention I'm an accountant. But with all the things that I've done, it was government contracts that truly made me rich. Yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me
and her together, we just counted up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap. You say you want to be successful? Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough.
There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.